You know, in some ways, this whole India situation is kind of fucking funny, right? Because, like, they clearly have been lying, are lying, they are liars. You know, it's clear just like, you could go look at their spokesman, Relay25 on my YouTube channel. There's some spokesman up there, and he's being like, I encourage children to do whatever they want. I can't do an Indian accent. But, you know, just do what they want. You know what I mean? Don't interfere. And yet they got their kids, doctor, lawyer, you know, family. Like, they got them, that guy, this guy, that guy, right? So they're not really following their own advice. And that's a liar, right? Somebody who is giving you bad advice and who is behaving in their own house, not in the same way that they recommend to you, can't be trusted, right? And this whole it's just the whole situation, right? Because these motherfuckers are like, they have fucked up. Like, the things that America is blamed for can pretty much all be traced to India in reality, and even our blame, we are literally blameless, it turns out, for many of the things that people put on our doorstep as a culture and nation in popular media. Because if we were to blame, we'd be living in giant piles of fucking garbage, and every fucking street corner would have mounds of human feces in it, like in India. Because this is the origin point of the system, so it would have had the most damage from the depredations of the system. But it doesn't. So that means the origin point is actually over there on the other side of the country. And maybe they've come to America and some of these dumb motherfuckers have learned something, but they don't seem to have learned anything because they're all social media now. So they're really just in little social media networks of India, but in America. They don't speak our fucking language. They have no need to assimilate. And really, they have no desire to assimilate, right? Because, you know, there's all these stray bitches running around. In India, it is not abnormal once the cameras are off to just gang rape a bitch. And man, they're just running around in the wild out here. You know? And so it's just like, you know, we have to separate as a people. This is going to be a hell of a divorce. You know? Who's keeping the kids? America is keeping everything, it turns out. And we're just going to nudge them off into the deep blue sea. There you go, guys. Go back home. And they're going to be like, if you send us home without support. Everywhere we live is covered with fucking trash. We'll die. And then we're going to look at them and be like, are you saying you're going to starve to death? And they'll be like, yes. Just like it's happening in Gaza. And we'll be like, well, I'll tell you what, dog. Since a lot of you are just innocent dummies, we're going to send you with 2 machines that turn plastic waste into gasoline. And if you can keep these machines operating, and well, one of them you're going to have to reverse engineer yourselves and then rebuild it yourself. But if you keep these machines operating, you clean up all the trash in your neighborhood and have infinite fuel, and it produces carbon, which is good for planting plants. And all you have to do as an entire fucking nation is produce like 2 to 3 guys who live in India who won't let these machines get destroyed by the fucking mob or ransacked, or who are intelligent enough to you know, re-engineer one, like once they have the tech, right? Because we're not gonna do the work for you at this point. You've ripped us off fucking enough. So, and if you're smart, you won't starve to death. So we're all hearing about how you're doctors and lawyers and shit. So like, I got every faith in you guys. I got every faith in you guys. China doesn't though. They want to exterminate you all with drones, but that's between you and China.